Well, it's over. Our long-distance relationship has finally come to an end. Every adventure has a start and an end. This is the story of our adventure together, the start of a beautiful relationship, my proposal to Tony on a beautiful island paradise. What do you think of your Valentine's so far, sweetie?
I'm gonna cry. My heart is so happy that I want to cry of too much happiness.
Our trip to the Maldives together, and our wedding. And most importantly, the real reason why our long-distance relationship is finally over. After traveling to the Philippines for the first time in 2018, I was hooked on the experience, and I started watching everything I could about the Philippines. I got hooked on one channel in particular, and decided to vlog my own adventures for my second trip. Craziness. But I wanted a travel partner. So I went to where most people go looking for love, a popular dating site in the Philippines. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, this picture was worth a lifetime of words. And there's this picture of this pretty little girl sitting at a table, and she's got this vlogging rig sitting on the table. And so I sent her a message. I said, "Are you a vlogger?" We met at the Firefly rooftop of the City Garden Grand Hotel. This would soon become our special spot over the next few years.
You want to be a YouTube star, right?
Gonna be on your vlog?
For the next 3 or 4 days, you are the internet star.
I will be your tour guide.
Yeah, okay.
From there, we went on an epic 5-day trip to Puerto Galera.
What did you say the sign says?
Here.
Bawal
Bawal umiit
dito.
dito.
Yeah,
In
okay, so what is,
English,
yeah?
do not pee here.
Do not what?
Pee.
Pee, is that an issue?
It is an issue, guys. Here, like dogs. Every post they see, they pee on it.
Oh my god!
With our first meeting over, we promised each other we would keep in touch, as it would probably be another year before we could meet again. It was 1 year later, and this time, we would be spending an entire 30 days together.
Hi, good morning. So I am waiting for Mark to come in the airport. This is the flight. Look at the flight.
After literally spending a year talking to each other on the phone, this was our chance to really get to know each other. We would start our trip in Tony's hometown of Legazpi, Bicol, where we enjoyed exploring all the local attractions. Tell us where we are.
Hi, we're here in Eco Park Salong in Legazpi. No, Albay. So we're gonna go trekking for 10 minutes to see the amazing view of the mountain.
Awesome. I don't know how to describe this, but that is an active volcano. The Mayon volcano, and yes, there are some clouds around it, but that stuff that's coming right off the top is actually smoke from the volcano. Now, if you live in Bicol, you already know the best way to explore the Mayon volcano is to take an ATV ride to the top. So how fun was that?
So much fun! It's awesome!
With Valentine's just around the corner, it was time for us to head off to our island hideaway. Dos Palmas Resort in Palawan, where I had something very special planned. What are we doing?
I don't know.
You don't know, do you?
We're eating dinner!
Valentine's Day dinner.
Valentine's dinner.
Of course, this wasn't going to be any Valentine's. This was going to be a Valentine's that Tony would remember for the rest of her life. And with that, our first real vacation together was drawing to a close. This was the beginning of a wonderful romance. And nothing could stand in our way.
Chinese health authorities are still working to identify the virus.
Tonight, U.S. airports on high alert.
The coronavirus presents a public health emergency.
COVID-19.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Of course, none of us knew exactly how long the pandemic would last. And so I was limited to doing vlogs without Tony. And we waited. And waited. And continue to wait for an opportunity to get together again.
It's time that we put out the fire. With every breath I breathe you out. We just can't take it any higher. It's only fair we let each other go without.
There were very few places we could go to. The borders to the Philippines were still closed, and most countries had too many travel restrictions to make it practical to travel to. But there was the Maldives. And while planning this trip was still a challenge, somehow it all came together for a magical 3 weeks together. And while our time together did seem much too brief, considering how long we'd been apart for, it was a chance to reconnect and celebrate our love for each other. With the announcement of the Philippines reopening its borders, I booked myself on the next available flight I could.
So we are here and it's so hot. Finally, after how many days? A week, the sun
rain.
comes up.
I almost had to build an ark.
And so we are here in wildlife just to give you a tour of the animals.
Especially snakes.
And Mark is eating.
Of all the animals that I'm looking forward to seeing, I'm really interested in seeing the wild Tony.
Wow, you've seen me a lot.
It's a crazy animal. Don't get her mad. She gets vicious with claws.
And this is my pamangkin.
I am made to be free.
It was a wonderful opportunity to catch up with each other in Tony's hometown of Legazpi. And what was really special is Tony's friends had a chance to join us and explore places like Sumlang Lake, the ruins of Cagsawa, as well as take another ATV ride adventure to the helipad at the base of the Mayon volcano. Of course, this was all just a prequel to the most important reason for this trip. Our journey to this point has been long. It's as if we woke up the next morning, after our engagement, to find out that the world had conspired against us. But we persevered and waited patiently. As the expression goes, it's not the destination, it's the journey. It was a long journey to get to this moment, and one could be forgiven for believing that the journey was complete. And they both lived happily ever after. The truth is, our journey is just getting started. course, the only true way to follow up with the best wedding ever is to follow up with the best honeymoon ever.
Hi, it's Tony Baby fans. We are here in Boracay. Me and Mark are going to spend our honeymoon week here in Boracay. So come and join us as we explore this beautiful island of Boracay.
This was the first time either one of us had been to Boracay, and what an amazing experience it was. Warm sun, beautiful crystal blue water, and the most amazing sunsets I have ever seen. We got an amazing room that was right at the edge of the pool, and we spent an amazing 7 days in what could only be described as paradise. Our time together was drawing to a close, and as we wrapped up our amazing honeymoon together, Tony had one last special place to take me in the Philippines, Baguio City, or as I would come to call it, the city in the clouds, which leaves us to the final part of our story, the end of our long-distance relationship, and it can all be explained by this one moment. So Tony is here somewhere. She is waiting for me. I haven't seen her in 10 months, and I am super excited. I think I see her. Oh, there she is. Tony baby's here. Hello. Oh my God. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, I love you so much. Mwah. Mwah. There's Candy King. Hello, Candy King. Together at last after 10 months. Mwah. And with that, our LDR is over. Well, at least for now. Welcome, Tony babies, to the end of this part of our journey and the beginning of a whole new set of adventures for me and Tony together here in the Philippines.
Subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates as me and Mark embark on a new set of adventures for 2023.
Welcome to the Philippines.